Twitter fought many battles to retain its monopoly. It censored right-wing political voices. It fought governments around the world. It even banned former US President Donald Trump. But soon it got too high on power. The people at Twitter started to think that they themselves are the judge and the jury and the sole investigative agency, the all-knowing infallible messiah of free speech and the unelected government of the people. That bubble has now been popped. Twitter's drunken stupor has been slapped right off. And this has happened the moment Twitter turned its little pistol at India. The Modi government has taken out all the big guns, and now Twitter has kneeled with its hands up, begging for a second chance. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Abhinav, and in this video I will tell you how Twitter regretted immediately after picking a fight with the wrong country, the wrong government and the wrong man. Twitter has been brought to its knees. It is crying for help. It is asking for forgiveness. Twitter is running from pillar to post to somehow hide its embarrassment. Never before has Twitter been humiliated in such a magnificent manner. But as we at TFI have been saying for quite a long time now, Twitter took up a fight with the wrong country, the wrong government and the wrong man. Messing with Prime Minister Narendra Modi was bound to have catastrophic consequences for the microblogging site. Yet it went on flexing its non-existent muscles. Moreover, after the Delhi High Court ordered Twitter on Monday to comply with the new ID rules within 3 weeks, the microblogging platform said it strives to comply with the laws in India. The company has also said that it has appointed a grievance officer for the country. A statement by Twitter read, "As we have stated earlier, Twitter strives to comply with the applicable laws in India. We continue to be strictly guided by principles of transparency, a commitment to empowering every voice on the service, and protecting freedom of expression and privacy under the Indian law." Twitter basically sued the government of India and lost the legal fight embarrassingly, forcing it to obey the new social media guidelines within a month. Earlier, Twitter had not sent details of the chief compliance officer appointed by it to the IT ministry and had instead shared details of a lawyer working in a law firm as a nodal contact person and grievance officer. This infuriated the Modi government, as all other social media companies and platforms had sent the names of their compliance officers to the ministry. The Modi government had in February this year announced a new set of social media and OTT guidelines which were to come into effect from May 26. All social media companies have complied or have at least taken significant steps towards compliance. Twitter, however, thought it could openly disobey Indian laws and show off its bravado thereafter. This did not go down well with the Modi government, which rounded up the social media giant for its defiance. Addressing the issue of Twitter's obstinacy to not comply with the Indian laws and instead consider itself a sovereign entity in the country, Union IT and Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said that India respects privacy, but one has to give details where terror elements, anti-socials, anti-nationals are involved. Lashing out at the microblogging platform for its disregard for the Indian Parliament, Ravi Shankar Prasad told India Today, "Twitter is a platform, not a regulator. To regulate, they say they have kept fact-checkers. Who are these fact-checkers? I don't know their names and how they have been appointed. Twitter should follow India's laws." Last week, panic struck Twitter Inc.'s global headquarters in the United States as Delhi police dispatched 2 teams of its special cell to pay a visit to the microblogging site's offices in New Delhi and Gurgaon. The 2 teams carried notices with them to be served to Twitter. Ever since, Twitter went on the defensive and started making haphazard remarks and even alleged that its employees were being intimidated and that the new rules threatened freedom of expression in India. The defeat in Indian courts serves as a big lesson for Twitter. It cannot get away by flouting Indian laws and will be taken to task for its misadventures. India is certainly not the United States, where Twitter can get away with its stunts. In India, Twitter will have to pay costly prices for its digital colonialism.